My FPL Game Week 22 team selection. In today's video, we're going to look at how my team is lining up going into the deadline tomorrow. Don't forget to set your team, guys. We're also going to take a look at how my team fared in Game Week 21. Don't forget, this video is brought to you by myself, FPL Carnage, in association with GW22. So, in Game Week 21, my team scored a total of 66 points, but I was on a -4, so that's 62 points all round. In goal, I had Robert Sanchez in the game against Bournemouth. It was a really, really terrible game. Chelsea could have easily lost that one if not for the Reece James, 90 plus minutes equalizing free kick. Really great goal from him as well. Sanchez, Chelsea defense as a whole has just been terrible since Fofana's injury. Can't really bank on them for clean sheets anymore. So 1 point from Sanchez. Gabriel, my first defender, he did get a goal. It was marked as an own goal and he was given the assist and then it was taken away and given and taken away. So he ended up with just 1 point as his return against Tottenham over the weekend. They did win the game 2-1. Robinson got 2 assists in the game against West Ham, although they lost the game. Really, really controversial game that for really controversial point returns rather for Robinson. It all seemed like it was different goal scorers and supposed to get another person was supposed to get like the assist. But yeah, 7 points from him, a clean sheet for Lewis Hall in the game against Wolverhampton, 3-0 win for Newcastle. They've been on terrific form so far. In midfield, I had Umbuemo, 2 points for him in the game against Manchester City, a terrific comeback for Brentford in that game against Manchester City, 2-2 draw for them. Mohamed Salah, 2 points from him, his first blank in over 14 game weeks. He actually did get his goal, or rather the ball got cleared off the line by Ola Aina in the game against Nottingham Forest. It was a really close one. Could have easily snatched 2 goals in that game towards the 9 minutes of the game. 1-1 in the game against Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Bruno Fernandes, it was really, really terrible to see the way Manchester United played against Southampton yesterday. Manchester United looked better. They looked like a team that was beginning to find their feet in the game against Liverpool and Arsenal in the FA Cup. What we saw from them in the game against Southampton didn't look like anything, close to what we saw in previous games. Bruno Fernandes should have gotten at least an assist, a couple of assists. 4 points from him. He did get 2 bonus points from the game. Rogers with the assist for Watkins' goal see them through 1-0 win against Everton over the weekend. Cole Palmer, my captain, got the first goal for Chelsea in the 2-2 draw against Bournemouth. Returned 20 points for me. Ishak, 16 points, got 2 goals and an assist before he got subbed off in the game against Wolves, got 3 bonus points as well. It was really, really frustrating as an FPL manager that was meant to captain Alexander Ishak, but because of the worry and the scare of possibly like no minutes in the game or getting substituted early or just the recurrence of the injury like within the game, we had to take the armband off. Moreover, he trained just once before that game, so we weren't even certain whether he was going to start. My captain armband was on him, but I had to change to Palmer just for safety, and the difference was, well, yeah, 16 points from him. João Pedro, 1 point. He's becoming a troll in FPL. To be very, very honest, the weeks I have him, he blanks. The weeks I sell him, he returns. It's crazy. This is the reason why I usually don't advise spreading your money in FPL because you have benching headaches. On my bench, I had Chris Wood that returned 9 points. I had Veltman that kept a clean sheet in the game against Ipswich, and Saliba returned 2 points. Right. So this is usually the issue with spreading your funds around because it gives you a little bit of benching problem. When you have a lot of players with decent fixtures, you end up having players return points, but they're on your bench, right? But yeah, 62 points all out. A red arrow to go from 288k to 355. I'm really hoping for a green arrow going into this week. So let's just look at how my team is shaping up going into game week 22. In game week 22, I'm definitely going to make a transfer. I have one free transfer. And I think I would like to move away from the Chelsea goalkeeper that I have, Robert Sanchez. Um, I'm looking at either going for Marcel's or going for possibly Liverpool keeper as a route into the Liverpool defense. But yeah, for now, Robert Sanchez is my goalkeeper, but I can definitely tell you that before the deadline, I'm going to make a decision on which of these goalkeepers I'm going to go for. Sales looks like the better option. They've kept, four clean sheets before the Liverpool game where they conceded one goal and they have Southampton at home. So it just looks really straightforward in my opinion. In my defense, I have Gabriel at home to Aston Villa. We did see him get a goal against Tottenham, but it was ruled out as an own goal, so no point return for him. But he still has the appeal from set pieces. Robinson, top scoring defender for points and highest scoring. He has the highest assist for defenders so far in the Premier League this season. He is going away to Leicester. Leicester side that has they haven't scored. They didn't score in their last game against Crystal Palace at home. I think this Fulham side should see this as an easy game, possible clean sheet for them, and potential returns for Robinson as well. Lewis Hall is going to be my third defender. He's been really solid for Newcastle on the left. He is, a decent route to attacking returns from the defense as well. He's on corner set pieces as well through corners. So that's another route for potential point return. They have the tall defenders that can attack the ball from set pieces. So Lewis Hall is my third defender. In my midfield, I have Brian Mbuemo at home to Liverpool. It is a tough game. Liverpool are going to definitely come out to look for a win in that game, but I do back Mbuemo's home form. He could have easily gotten a goal against Man City as well. He got his ball cleared off the line by Nathan Ake towards the ending of the match. He's been really great for Brentford, has a terrific record at home as well. 13 goals so far for Brentford in this Premier League season. So he's going to be my first midfielder. My second midfielder is going to be Bruno Fernandes. I'm going to give him, a couple more chances possibly. He does have a decent record against Brighton as well. A few goals and assists here and there against them. He's still nailed on penalties. He's on corners. He's on free kick duty. So, potentially a lot of routes to point returns. Hopefully we see him get some in the game against Brighton. Mo Salah away to Brentford. Brentford still have a few key defenders out due to injury, but they do have Rico Henry back. He came off the bench in the game against Manchester City. It may be a bit of a tough game for Liverpool, but they would look to return to winning ways. Like I said, Salah got a couple of chances towards the tail end of the last game against Nottingham Forest. I do think he wants to return to scoring ways in this game against Brentford. I do see it as a high scoring game, both teams scoring. My fourth midfielder is going to be Cole Palmer. We saw what Chelsea did to Wolves when they met in the first half of the season. I think it was a 6-2 win or so. Palmer had 3 assists and a goal. Or was it 4 assists and a goal? But he returned one of his, highest point returns so far this season. I do think he's a viable captain option, but we've received some news that he could possibly be injured ahead of that fixture on Monday or Sunday. So I think that's one to keep an eye out for. Maybe manager press conferences or any team leaks that you can get your hands on. But I do not advise you to bench him due to the injury. He still has an 80% chance of starting that game. Just set your bench in the right order, just in case he doesn't play. You have someone that, can come on for him at the end of the game week. In attack, I have Chris Wood at home to Southampton. A really, really great differential captain pick for me in this game week 22. He's going to be playing at home to Southampton. Currently, I think he has 13 goals in the league as well for Nottingham Forest. One of his best ever returns in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest are flying high, playing really good football. I think this is a game that they come out soaring, playing really good football, possible clean sheet as well for them. My second striker is Alexander Isak at home to Bournemouth. We know what Isak's record is when he plays in St. James Park. He is on an 8-goal scoring streak. I do back him to continue that, to keep that run going. He will have it at the back of his mind that he could possibly break Jamie Vardy's record of 11 games, goal scoring run. He's on terrific goal scoring form. I think he has 11 to 12 goals in the last 9 games. So really, really great form for him. And my last striker is going to be João Pedro away to Manchester United. Have a terrible defense. He should be able to get something out of the game. He could possibly come off the bench now that Welbeck is back. But I guess we'll see. On the bench, I have Rodgers against Arsenal, Veltman against Manchester United, and Saliba at home to Villa. This is what my team looks like. My captain armband currently is on Mo Salah. My vice captain is on Ishak. I would want to go for Ishak, but it's an early kickoff, so I'm just, a bit shaky on it. But yeah, this is what my team looks like. So if you have any questions regarding, what my team or transfers, do well to leave them in the comment section. I will get back to them as soon as possible. This video is brought to you by myself, FPL Carnage, in association with GW22.